is Analog Culture. You're with DJ Ndo-C. We're out in Maputo for what's your event called again?
Eddie Vincent.
Your name's called Eddie Vincent. The event we're going to tonight is called
The event, Midnight Playground.
Midnight Playground. This is Eddie Vincent, as you've said.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. Tell me about tonight's show.
I'm feeling pretty good about tonight's event. It's gonna be amazing. Lots of people are excited about going. We've been flooded in the DMs asking for tickets and so on, lounges, and we've sold pretty much lounges. Many people are posting. That's a good sign that the event is gonna be packed.
Yeah. You as Eddie Vincent, as an artist now, a music artist, please tell me about yourself in terms of your music now.
I'm a guy that vibes with everything. I like to blend everything that I like to hear into one only thing.
Yeah.
And also, I also try to be unique.
Yeah.
Try to run away from the generic stuff.
Yeah.
And I also got plans for this year.
Yeah.
Like I'm releasing an album. So I'm going with since people are tired of albums, they don't listen to an entire album.
Yeah.
I'm making like a strategy, like one single at a time.
Yeah.
Then it all comes together within an album.
Yeah.
So the singles that have been released, they'll be compiled into one album. Then
Yeah.
the listener will choose his favorite.
Yeah. Your album, what's it called? Or what's it gonna be called? Or it hasn't started yet. You haven't
It
started.
even has merch already.
Yeah. Oh, that's the merch for the album.
Yeah.
Nice.
Vincent Mania.
Yeah. So the album is self-titled.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's Vincent Mania because of the Vincent.
Is
So-
this your first album?
Yeah, it's gonna be my debut album.
Your debut?
Because it's more like who I am,
Yeah.
what I want to bring. I try to make as much collaborations as I could to bring out the best of my circle.
Yeah. How did you meet Perditio?
Perditio?
Yeah.
Perditio is a celebrity. Everybody wants to meet him up.
Everybody wants to meet Perditio.
Yeah. So since we worked together at Perditio and so on,
Yeah.
we start talking, got along, and last year we were together.
Yeah.
That's our friendship became stronger.
Yeah. That was your first collaboration festival with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which other artists have you collaborated that come from Mozambique in generally?
I have collaborated with. There are some very talented youngsters. Like KDS. There's NF69.
Yeah.
Those are the upcoming kids that I have collaborated with them.
Yeah. So specifically, what kind of genre do you make?
I think I have moods.
Moods.
There's seasons where I want to go tech house.
Yeah.
There's seasons where I want to go deep. There's seasons that I want to go more mainstream.
Yeah.
For example, now I'm on to a real tech house vibe.
Yeah.
I might go with bass house.
Yeah.
Later on, I might come with techno. I don't know. You can never know what's coming from Vincent.
So basically, it's not a matter that you're tied down to one specific genre. You make based on the mood.
Yes,
That's perfect, man. That sounds like how artists should be.
exactly.
Now, when it comes to you DJing and playing the music, now, how then does that affect the idea that your concept is based on more than one genres?
Yeah.
When it comes to now playing for the people.
When it comes to playing for the people, I wish I could play everything that I like.
Yeah.
But I play from what I produce, from what I like. I select everything, but then I play what works on the
Yeah.
dance floor.
Yeah.
I cannot play everything. Not everything will work.
Yeah.
So I play what works, what people will dance, and even I try to mix with something that's not on my control. I say I gotta go out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I mix up a little bit so people get grooving with no issue.
Yeah. What is your take on Amapiano?
Amapiano is, I like Amapiano.
Yeah.
I just don't play it like 2-3 songs on Amapiano like I am I'm a Amapiano DJ.
Yeah.
But I do mix it with Amapiano.
Yeah.
I have remixes of Amapiano songs.
Is it?
Yeah, which even it comes down, the BPM comes down to the original. you vibe to the original piano song, then it comes back to what I play.
Nice.
That's my technique in getting people to not get their ears tired.
Yeah. Any songs that we know that are infamous to the playground in South Africa that you've remixed?
Selema.
Selema.
Yeah, also Nika.
You got a remix on Nige.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I keep it to myself.
Oh, so it's a bootleg type.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I kinda send it out to other DJs.
Yeah. Have you tried reaching out to the producers of Nige and saying, I've got a remix for you guys?
No, I haven't tried it.
Not yet. Alright, maybe you should try. It's a
Yes.
very big song, eh?
Yeah.
It's a very big song. It would be nice to hear a bunch of remixes from there.
I will play it later today.
Yeah, now I'll try and see how it sounds.
Yeah.
Future wise, you're going to release an album. What else on the side are you doing that that funds your music?
I am the guy that goes with faith and knowledge.
Yeah.
Actually, no actual like funding from myself. I do make something out of royalties.
Yeah.
And also my work at Perditio helps me a lot.
It helps
like
a lot.
Really, like it helps a lot. Like 80% of funding my work.
Nice. How's your relationship with Carte Blanche?
Amazing. Yeah, we're always on the same page.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. It's a really cool guy. I like him a lot. We vibe.
Tell me about Perditio and tell me about your event is called. Is it the Incubator?
No, the Incubator is the partner.
Oh, the partners.
The promoter.
Oh.
They're partnering with Perditio.
Okay, so you guys are only Perditio.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tell me about Perditio. How did it start?
I think I heard of them. How they start. They're two best friends who came together, were written the project, and decided to launch the project in 2020.
Yeah.
Same year later on, I was scrolling to Instagram and I see them through ads.
Yeah.
Okay, keep scrolling. The other day I saw them again, another ad. Okay. The other day, one more ad. It's like, hey, I like them. They're a really cool record label.
Yeah.
I never heard of them before.
Okay.
But I seen they were followed by some cool artists. I was like, oh, I wanna be part of them too.
Yeah.
So I went to their bio, grabbed their email and sent a demo.
Yeah.
And when I sent a demo, they hit me back. They say they like my music. They added to their playlist, and they say they wanted to release the demo that I sent.
Yeah.
So I sent the song in Wave.
Yeah.
All right, but there was an issue. There was a copyright issue.
Oh.
Because of the vocal.
Okay.
So I had to send in another song, which ended up being released. Then it all goes well. Me and them were interacting on a daily basis. Like they wanna get into the Mozambican market.
Yeah.
So the best way is to get in touch with the Mozambican artists.
Yeah.
So I gave them all the insights. How does it work? What they have to do and so on. So they say, okay, you seem like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you understand our vision, and we trust you in making our vision come alive.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm down to work for you. I will be honored to help you with that. So I said, okay, we gotta start getting along, and that's
the gist of it.
Yeah, and Perditio is about giving the spotlight to the upcoming artists.
Yeah.
There are many talented artists which do not have a spotlight.
Yeah.
There, because here you gotta go with the links, you gotta make connections till you get to the top.
Yeah.
So Perditio, it's about helping the artists. We may not help them, they may not release with us, but we'll give them some support. We'll add their song to our playlists.
Yeah.
We'll add their songs to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So in any way we can help, we will help.
Yeah. So this is not only for Mozambican artists. You open this to all artists
worldwide.
Yeah. That's great, man. Do you see yourself playing overseas anytime soon?
I wish.
You wish.
I wish.
All right. Well, like the music, where is it more well received? More than here at home?
Through the insights,
Yeah.
the statistics that I see,
Yeah.
it's well received more in overseas.
In overseas?
Yeah, like Europe. I get many responses from Europe
Yeah.
and Brazil.
Yeah. Give us your socials so we can tell people where to find you and where to follow you in terms of what you do.
My Instagram it's Eddie Vincent.
Yeah.
No slash, no underscore. It's Eddie Vincent.
Yeah.
You might follow everywhere. It's like that. On YouTube you can search Eddie Vincent, Spotify, Apple Music. It's all the same.
Yeah.
I made it simple.
Yeah. Eddie Vincent, straight up.
Yeah.
Now, man, when are you dropping Vincent Mania?
8th of September.
8th of September. Can't wait, my man. We'll just wait to the 8th of September to hear what you're dropping.
Me
But
neither.
obviously today you're going to give us samples of your album.
Of course.
Of course.
It would be a sin not to drop them.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, man, for joining me on my show.
I thank you.
And enjoy the gig.
Sure will.
Hello, Adam D'Souza.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I didn't even know your name was Adam D'Souza till this weekend. The one thing that kept on coming up was carte blanche.
Hey, I'm glad the script flipped, you know?
Yeah, man. Now, speaking about that, how did the name carte blanche come up?
Like, if I'm being honest, it was a beach trip, like one of those beach trips, like at the end of the year. I
Yeah.
went to Ponta, and it was basically having like one of those like New Year conversations with my uncle,
Yeah.
and he's French, and he was talking about like free will and everything like that. Man was on a bean basically, and then he started talking about carte blanche and everything, and the name just stuck with me. So then I did some more research on it. So it was used a lot, like in movies and everything. It's an expression. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Free will and everything. That sounds like my style.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yes, sir.
use that term. It's actually a catchy name.
Appreciate it.
So from carte blanche, that's the decision to use carte blanche was when you started making music or started DJing.
I started making music.
Making music. Which
Yeah,
one
yeah.
came first? The making music.
Making music.
Yeah.
Because,
When did you start making music?
When I was about 16, which
Yeah.
is about like late 2018, like
Yeah.
around December, January. That's when I started. I basically met a friend who introduced me to like, hey, like this is how you can make music. Like, I listened to music my whole life and everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna sit down and say that I was a prodigy playing piano and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I listened to music. But when he introduced me to like the production aspect of music,
Yeah.
that's when it got like really interesting. Like, bro, I didn't even think you could just make music on a laptop like that.
Yeah.
So then I used my mom's old laptop.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this laptop, I think it honestly had 36 megabytes of RAM. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Like, I would basically make songs in increments because I would have to freeze the tracks and
Yeah.
everything like that. But bro, I was making them.
Yeah.
And they were good, so I just started making music, and then like through that friend, he would hook me up with a couple like DJ gigs. I didn't even go to any party before I started DJing as well.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just a segue into all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a fun ride.
It's
I,
still.
I would have never predicted like all the stuff that you know, like we made so far.
Yeah. How does it feel knowing that so many people appreciate what you felt you were starting out because you loved music?
Yeah, the thing is like initially you would think it's like you get to that point and then you'd be like, oh, like the ultimate ego trip, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, they all love it and everything. But like when you work on something for that long and then the results actually pay off,
Yeah.
it's kind of more like a burden that's off your chest rather than a victory. It's just like, yes, we did the work. It's done. It was well done. We had no issues.
Yeah.
People liked it.
Yeah.
And we kind of just move on to that, like the next big project.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you stay, you know, like bro, throwing mad like celebrations because of like achieving little things, and you're gonna lose focus.
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah, true. So you start making music. How do you start releasing music? Who introduced you to the different labels that you're releasing music with?
Very simple. Like the friend who taught me how to produce music and everything, he had a record label. But
Yeah.
like here in Mozambique, with the way the music industry moves and everything, like everything is slow, like no money and everything.
Yeah.
So what we ended up doing is like a lot of my friends, like I got to meet like a lot of producers and everything, and every producer eventually like made a record label.
Yeah.
But when you make a record label here in Mozambique, it's not like setting up all your like distributors, royalties, contracts, signing up for all the crazy business. Like it's none of that.
Yeah.
It's just like you making a SoundCloud account, you post your friends' beats, and they just share and everything like that.
Yeah.
More like moving like a collective of sorts, but calling themselves like a record label.
Yeah.
So I started releasing music with him, and for like I think my first and second year while I was like learning to make music and everything, I would prefer to like release on record labels because it would just help me like get a bigger crowd and everything like that.
Yeah.
But then I just started opting to release by myself or with the labels I'm affiliated with, like being either Incubator or Perditio
Yeah.
or AFR.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of just started going on that way rather more, like having my portfolio, like all of my catalog, like more under my name, my rights and everything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. Your mom told me earlier on what the deal was for you to stick to what you're doing as a DJ and as a musician. She wants a degree from you.
Yeah, that's the plan, man.
Yeah.
Like as an only son, I don't think I have much of a choice when it
Yeah.
comes to making that kind of decision, because my guy, you're an only son, right? With your mom and everything like this, and you can't really just decide like, okay. I'm gonna not focus on academics. I'm gonna fully focus on my passion, which is music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a job out of that. Like there are no assurances in life.
True.
Like, the more outlets you can get where you can make money,
Yeah.
the better it is for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna just focus on uni, and it's something that I even tell her constantly. Like I need to finish my degree as fast as possible
yeah.
because I want to start real life. Like I'm already doing real life things, but I could be doing more.
Yeah.
And I just need to hash this out. And plus, I could just use a degree as a plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the secret is I was doing economics for 2 years, and
Yeah.
I was doing something that I didn't like, but it was that on that whole train, which is studying so you can support yourself in the future, so you can support your hobbies.
Yeah.
So economics, it was like a sure bet, you'll get money and everything. But bro, I did it for 2 years, and it just banged my head in.
Yeah.
So then I eventually ended up switching to marketing. I enjoy it much more, and it's just a much better fit. Like I could actually see me using this in tandem with the work I'd like to have in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. How's your relationship with your mom, dude? Like from what I saw over the weekend and the amount of work she put in, the support for, I'm gonna call it your event, because it's meant to push your artistry and obviously the artistry of more producers from Mozambique and DJs. Like,
Yeah.
how's your relationship with your mom, dude?
My relationship with my mom,
Yeah.
behind closed doors, she beats me. but in all honesty, like I consider it like a really good relationship, because like one thing that I established with my mom is basically like communication. Like any issue I've had in my life, when it comes to anything, like I've always run it by her.
Yeah.
Even as bad as it is, like she's always explained that it's better for me to explain the issue that I'm having at hand, to just get a better understanding of the situation, because sometimes you just misread stuff and it ends up being a way bigger problem than it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So the way is like we went on with communication and just having a good relationship for like my whole life,
Yeah.
and that all culminates into basically me being able to do stuff that, well, like most kids my age wouldn't be allowed to do, like hosting events, parties and everything. And
Yeah. Yeah.
then it's like what I was saying, like I didn't used to go to like any parties or nightlife events, because like I didn't have any friends who did that, and I was like 16,
Yeah.
while normally people start partying around 14, 13. But I just didn't go to any parties, and I started because I was DJing.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason I got permission to go to parties was because of DJing.
Yeah.
A part of me feels like that's a big reason why I got permission to go to parties, man.
Yeah. How did you choose a school overseas over schools in Mozambique? How did that come about?
It comes about where it's something that's already instilled by culture.
Yeah.
Where we go by the concept of, well, our country is poor, corruption's involved, that leads to like I don't know if it's the right word, but discreditation. Yeah, discreditation of like the major institutions.
Yeah.
So you could even study in Eduardo Mondlane, which is like a good university, has a lot of graduates who accomplish great things.
Yeah.
You could even study there. But at a point, there's only so much where that degree can take you, because it's the same thing as you getting your degree in the UAE.
Yeah.
Like in the Arab Emirates. You also have that problem where the country is really good, but the institutions are not like, there's a lot of corruption. You get essentially paid to have a double major.
Yeah.
Stuff like this. If you look at it, what's Manuel Shang? What's his cargo?
Minister of
Like our Minister of Finance was involved in like scandal and like the port where they had that thing where like stole a lot of money and everything.
Yeah.
The guy was being indicted last week. I believe it was New York, and he had a double major that was issued by the University of London, but he doesn't know how to speak English. You see these type of things.
Yeah.
So a lot of these events happen, and then you're living in a future where people don't really trust Mozambican institutions.
Yeah.
So the best decision is obviously to get a degree abroad, since it's just easier for you to get your accreditation.
Yeah. You get that side, you start throwing parties that side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How do you get that insight of saying this is what this space I'm in now listens to and what they do? Like, how do you start throwing events on that end of the world?
Well, first of all, it's very simple. You gotta understand like what's the culture that people follow. The culture here in Mozambique is leaving your house at midnight and partying until like 12 a.m. if it's possible.
Yeah.
Like the sooner you return home, the longer the party is, the better.
Yeah.
But over in Cyprus, it's like people actually leave their house early. If you see the event starts at 6, at 8, people are gonna start arriving and everything like that.
Yeah.
And by 2 a.m. you're done.
Yeah.
Like if you do an event that goes up to 5 a.m. in Cyprus, by 4 a.m. everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Like gone. There is no one there. So you see how the culture moves, like in that sense. Then you see how it is, like what are the dance floors taste, man. You gotta go out to several clubs. You gotta go out to several clubs to see like what do people prefer.
Yeah.
Different demographics, because different demographics listen to different things in different places.
Yeah.
You know. It's like if you play Amapiano here, it pops off. But if you're in Cyprus and you play Afro beats, pops off on certain venues.
Yeah.
Amapiano pops off on certain venues. You know, some people like it, some people don't. But in Mozambique, all you need to do is know how to play Amapiano.
Yeah.
While over there, you need to know those two things. And it's just like, it changes in every place. You got to see how the culture moves, how people move, how much money they're willing to waste on a night out, how much, how it is in terms of artists. Because like where I am in Cyprus, like there's not really any emphasis at all if you produce music.
Yeah.
Like there are about the whole island, there are about eight DJs who actually release music, but all their music is ghost produced.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really add to anything.
That sounds like a business for you up there.
Not really, because like since like here places like Mozambique, South Africa, where you actually have like people going through life stages, going through events and everything, like there's a culture. You listen to music becomes part of your memories, and you build links with artists. There's people you follow that you really like their music and everything like that.
Yeah.
But imagine you're in a university city where there is no such thing as a demographic that's there for more than 3-4 years.
Yeah.
It's constantly changing. So basically you have this thing where people are coming from different places in the world, bringing different tastes, going to a place where they're not going to find what they like.
Yeah.
So they settle for less, which is like okay, the commercial music, like everyone just agrees, like okay, we'll listen to this. It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
But that's kind of what it is. Like it's kind of tougher when you do parties over there, like
Ye-
rather than here. 'Cause
yeah,
you make less money. It's harder to please people.
yeah,
It's more complicated to work. While here, you get more money. It's easier to please people, and it's easier to work. Like, bro, it's it's a crazy difference.
yeah. Your love for music goes with house music generally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Would you go open format on production? Would you go open format on DJ?
I've done both.
Yeah.
Basically, like the past year, I've been focusing more on open format,
Yeah,
so I could take DJing more like a job because I wasn't getting any gigs when it came to house music. I would get like maybe one gig every 3 months,
yeah,
and that just didn't work in terms of creating content, getting known and everything like that. Like actually moving with my career,
Yeah.
it just didn't work.
yeah,
So I basically just converted to open format, started focusing more on playing trap, hip hop, Brazilian funk,
Yeah.
and Afro beats.
yeah,
So basically, like I spent like this last year
yeah,
just DJing, like played for free for the first month, just making connections. Then I started getting paid work, and the way things are looking for this upcoming semester, if everything works out, might be working from Thursday to Sunday, like the last set on Sunday, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
yeah.
If things go good, I close those contracts. That's how my next semester could be. But
Yeah.
open format production, like I've done trap beats, of course. Like they're easy, fast to make,
Yeah.
and I've also worked like on future bass tracks, and I want to say R&B, but it's close to that. It's close
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Oh, and I make funk. Yes.
You make funk as
Yes,
well.
yes, yes.
All right. What's your last release?
My last release is with Lemon Twist Tender.
Yeah. All right. How's
Like
it doing
it.
in the market?
It's doing really good.
Yeah.
Actually, my last releases, I would count them as like the one with Lemon Twist, like the collab with Lemon Twist on my account,
Yeah.
and the one with Dylan, because I basically, before traveling, I dropped like 3 releases back to back, like
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
just to see like how the numbers would do, because they were all like different songs. Like one is more like tech house, one's more like bass house, one's more like dirty tech.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm really happy with the last 2 releases, which is like with Lemon Twist and Tender. Because like Lemon Twist Tender, and with Dylan, like Call You Up.
Yeah.
Because like Call You Up, like I've worked on 2 collabs so far with Dylan, and we released the first one, Wasting My Time, like on my EP last year.
Yeah.
And the song like popped off, like it was a hit. It gets played in every party. It's got mad numbers. And this one that I released last month with him as well, like it's on the track to being the same as the first collab.
Yeah.
Getting really good numbers, really good engagement.
How the relationship between you and the incubator, AFR, and Perditio,
Yes.
which allows you to release music the way you choose to, in whichever format you choose to. How did that relationship come about? Like, how did you get to find out, right, these are the right companies I want to work with?
Yeah, so basically, like, it all started with me and my best friend Frank coming up with the concept for the incubator, which is like I said, every producer wants to have his record label so they could release like their friend's tune and just like move like a collective.
Yeah.
So we started, in our friend group were 5 of us, and 3 of us have record labels. It would be the initial friend who introduced me to music,
Yeah.
my other friend who works mainly on trap music,
Yeah.
and yeah, me also in house music. So we all have to, like all 3 of us have labels,
Yeah.
and I mean 4 if you count Frank as well. But basically, it's like we kind of like all thought ourselves things and worked out with like different distributors, like paying like DistroKid, finding out all the bads and goods.
Yeah.
And like throughout it, it's like we always wanted to start the incubator like a record label, in which we would mainly focus on dropping like our vision was working on it more like a record label / radio, Because big picture is getting a club and everything like that. So the way we work is building artist catalogs, releasing mixes, showcases, and basically started hashing that out from about 2019 or early 2020, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And we went to Cyprus, started doing events, and while we were over in Cyprus, we met like Perditio.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, it was when the pandemic was starting, before I traveled to Cyprus or when I arrived in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Like we met Perditio, like Kimmy and Eric.
Yeah.
So they started sharing like their vision and everything, and as young creatives, we were like, okay, like-minded individuals sharing the vision. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we? So we actually started working with Kimmy on like a lot of things and like just sharing our plans, because initially it was like I was just like being friends with Kimmy on the Perditio angle before she hired me as an A&R.
Yeah.
So we would just share plans of like what we want to do with the different labels, and then Kimmy gave me the job offer, and I started working under Perditio like as an A&R, talking to all the artists and everything.
Yeah.
And basically I was working in a capacity which is like under Perditio, and we got like the incubator under Perditio, like everything on the website, even when it comes to distribution and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of everything just worked in tandem. Like the best companies don't sell products; they sell like solution systems. You know?
Yeah.
So instead of having just like little segments and everyone like chasing their bag, it's just better to just join forces and everyone uses their best qualities to get what they can.
Yeah. Are you looking at bringing this whole entire concept back to Mozambique to use it here, or is your end goal to say, let me do the world?
The end goal is the world.
Yeah.
Like if our focus was to just focus on the Mozambican market, then I don't think we would be like a company who would actually thrive.
Yeah.
Because of being so nearsighted. Like as a company, why would you just look at a small market and be like, you know what, I'll settle for this.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. We went to the event, and I can tell you the spinners were dropping tunes. The party was awesome, and in fact everything was on key and on point. As I find out, this is your second event.
Yeah.
Right? So that means it's going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You're looking at making this particular event a once a year event with follow-ups around it, or is it going to be something that happens frequently?
Like initially what we want to do, what would be lovely was if we could go with like our event brand, like Dark Groove.
Yeah.
And we could use it all over, like a yearly thing, the same way they do it with I think a good example would be like Coachella, which is like they do it. There's the main festival, but they do it around different cities.
Yeah.
So if we could focus on something which is like Mozambique, South Africa, Cyprus, and the USA, where we have our teams based.
Yeah.
And there's also the possibility of Brazil and Mexico.
Yeah.
Where Kimmy's still working out with the people over there. But the pipe dream is essentially throwing financially profitable festivals in all of these places year round.
Yeah.
Working back to back, mad crowds, hella logistics, but that's the dream.
Yeah. There are artists I heard on Saturday that just blew me off.
Yeah.
They blew me off. Are you signing all of those artists into Perditio and Incubator for release purposes?
The thing is, most of those artists are already like directly or indirectly affiliated with either Perditio or Incubator, because they have released music or either mixes under each one of the labels.
Yeah.
Whether that be live sets last year or just SoundCloud sets and YouTube sets, everything. Like all the artists that we've worked with is people that we've worked with in the past, and like people who we're trying to work with, because something that the Mozambican industry lacks is actually like proper investment when it comes to like artists themselves.
Yeah.
Because you have a case where it's like artists are more like freelancers. They don't operate under anything.
Yeah.
And the artists who do operate under something, which are like the big players in town, they don't really move like they're operating under someone. because under normal circumstances, if you're being agencyed by someone, they take care of the payments, the communication, media, everything like that. But the agencies here don't do that. You know, you end up paying the DJs, you end up selling everything with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's more optional if you want to have like the logo of their agency in your flyer. Like it's really just more freelancers.
Yeah.
So if we have artists which we are building their catalog up, building their media, videos, pictures, press kits, EPKs, everything, we're just building all those things up. Eventually these artists will sooner or later become valuable, because here in Mozambique you got crazy talent.
Yeah.
And everyone's doing something different.
Yeah.
It's not like they're copying each other, just doing tech house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's the devil. So everyone here basically is like a diamond in the rough. You're bound to find, you know, something that's gonna, like the way record labels operate in the US.
Yeah.
Like predatory, however a lucrative business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you could find a way to do that, in which basically it's like guaranteeing more work for artists, guaranteeing more work for the promoters involved, like just getting more money in general.
Yeah.
It's better for everyone.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You sound like you're well on your way to great things. Great things.
I mean, I know where I want to get.
So, what should we expect from you this coming semester?
This coming semester, you should expect the unexpected.
The unexpected.
But basically, I'll always keep striving to give like the best project I could actually present. And it's gonna be that way whether I'm in Cyprus or Mozambique, regardless. Because like a jump I would like to make is also like the parties I make in Cyprus, although they're really good for portfolio, it's really bad like financially.
Yeah.
So if there was a way to sustain that with events here in Mozambique, and that would be like through scheduling, like just having a very good communication channels with my mom and the other organizers involved.
Yeah.
We could throw an event, because we got to a point where I basically like gave most of my connections and like, people I know, like I've introduced them to my mom.
Yeah.
So we could basically work with her, being able to remotely throw an event while I'm over there also throwing events.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's basically how we could get this chain reaction moving, which is like the whole Dark Groove Festival plan.
Yeah.
The moment we get like events going, financially profitable, we can actually focus on the brand, which is Dark Groove, Perditio, Incubator, AFR, everyone.
Yeah. Can't wait to come back here for the next event that you guys are gonna throw. I think my holiday are gonna be yearly now. I'm gonna mark it off to say
this is a yearly conference.
Yeah, I'm going to Mozambique for.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. We appreciate your time, and thank you for joining us.
I really appreciate the invite.
If you can drop your socials for those that haven't followed you yet, to follow you and subscribe to your channels.
I got you. So for my most important social is Instagram. I just do most of my communication over there.
Yeah.
And the @ is @carteblanche_music. And for Twitter, it's Blanche_MZN. But once again, it doesn't even matter. I'm just a ghost over there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I dropped my Twitter. Do I drop my email? That seems really formal.
Maybe your YouTube channel.
I don't use much my YouTube channel, but it's the same @carteblanche_music.
All right, cool.
I really should use my YouTube channel more.
Yeah.
I really should.
Spotify, it's Carte Blanche as well,
Carte Blanche.
Right.
SoundCloud, Carte Blanche.
Yeah.
I'm a Carte Blanche guy, man.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
I really appreciate the invite, Ndo-C.
Yeah.
Stay safe. And yes.
Thank you, man. Hello, Afifa.
Hi,
How are you doing?
fine, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good as well, man. Saturday we went to a very lovely party at Casino Palisiano.
Casino Polana.
Polano. And we went there because of you and Carte Blanche.
Yes.
Yes. Could you please tell us a bit about what was happening there?
Was a party
Mm-hmm.
that when Carte Blanche come to before Carte Blanche come to Maputo, say let's make a party.
Yeah.
And we started to book a place called Deja Vu.
Yeah.
But when he arrives in Maputo, say, Deja Vu is to use it, and people are tired of go to Deja Vu. Let's see other places.
Yeah.
We start to see other places until the end at Casino Pulana
Yeah.
place. Casino Pulana is well located.
Yeah.
Is in an area of high standard,
Yeah.
and the people who went there is people who have money to spend,
Yeah.
and was a challenge
Yeah.
make a party there,
Yeah.
because this room that we use has nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. We get the furniture, the decoration, the sound, everything.
Yeah.
Even the furniture for the bars. You must get it. I like. Was a challenge for me, but I'm always challenge me.
Yeah. 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 Was it the first time you threw a party that nice?
No, it
No.
was not the first time. First time I threw a party like this was last year
Yeah.
at the Dark Grove Festival.
Yeah.
Was a 2 days party,
Yeah.
and this was a really challenge. Was hard.
Yeah.
We get too tired
Yeah.
because was a 2 days
Yeah.
festival, and even 1 day is we get tired.
Yeah.
And the 2 days is too much. But was a challenge that I made it.
Yeah.
I commit with me that I will do that, and I do.
Yeah.
But I learned too much last year.
Yeah.
I learning and see the points that I have to improve, and this time the learning of last year was a very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This time I think was more easy because I know how to do, and during the year I went to a lot of parties, and when I went to a party, I don't went to a party to party.
Yeah.
Now I went to a party and look, observe and learn.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I understand. So you started these parties to give the artist a platform to perform their music. I'd like to ask you now about Perditio and an understanding of where Perditio started.
How can I say? I never hear about Perditio until Adam come and speak about the Perditio last year.
Yeah.
I'm at the carte blanche moms,
Yes.
and I try to support him.
Yeah.
We have a deal. I support him, but I want your university degree.
Yeah.
And he study at university now, and he come to me and spoke about the Perditio, and I start to know the Perditio on this time when he spoke me about this, and he comes in the holidays. We make the Dark Grove Festival.
Yes.
I support him, and on this time I create a company. Create a company is not right. I registered the Perditio in Mozambique.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I registered the Perditio in Mozambique, and the Perditio in Mozambique is registered, have the license to make parties, to make events, to manage artists.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have a bank account. We have all the platform to do this job.
Yeah. Yeah.
To do this job.
You are a a businesswoman in aspect, because
Yes.
as I found
I'm
out,
not an artist.
You know,
I'm a
no,
businesswoman.
you're a business. As I found out, you also own a catering company,
Yes, a catering company, Comida com Amor.
Comida com Amor.
Because I like cook.
Yes,
Since a young girl, I like cook.
yes,
And people like my food.
of course.
And a lot of years I didn't cook for outside people.
Yeah,
I only cook for my friends, my family,
yeah,
only.
yeah,
But I start to cook for outside because a lot of friends and families always ask, why you don't do that? Why you don't do that? And I always say, I don't want to cook for outside people.
yeah,
Because I cook with love.
yeah. That's what Comida
Com amor.
stands for. Yeah, of course. No. I think the event was well curated. It was well orchestrated, and I only found out after the event that you were the person responsible for everything that was there, including choosing the venue and everything else. And the venue was, in fact, the event in its totality was very, very nice. How do you advise other people that want to host such events what to do?
It's not easy
Yeah,
because a lot of people losing himself to do that because you can keep focus
Yeah.
in what you are going to do, because one of these events is not easy because you must make a plan. Okay, I get this space, what is the needs for this space?
yeah,
Because every space has his needs.
yeah,
There is a place, spaces with sound, and other ones no, another have a furniture, another no, and there are spaces without nothing and spaces with everything.
yeah,
It's a different needs,
yeah,
and depends on the place. Even for security,
yeah,
is a different numbers.
yeah. It's so amazing because I've realized you're creating jobs for
Yeah.
the artists in Mozambique, the security companies, the people that were working
Work
with you.
at the door, at the bar, at cashier, the securities, the cleaning. Cleaning.
I think you were there at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon till the next day at about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a 24 hours job
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah. No, we thank you very much for joining us in the show, and we really appreciated the event. We can't wait to see you next year again. Are we calling it Dark Groove next year, or are we going back to the Midnight Weekend?
I don't know what is the name for the next party.
Yeah.
Let's see what the imaginations take us.
Yeah. Of course. Are you going to be doing more frequent parties within the year?
This is the plan.
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
I know.
But we can make a plan and do and don't.
Yeah.
Depends of the parties that we have,
Yeah.
because we cannot put a party on the same day of the same type of party, two parties on the same day.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, they become very. We split the people,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this is not a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I know. We can't wait to come and see the next event and the next party. Will definitely be through to support, and we'll hear from you again as how to the growth of the event and the brand has
Yes, the branding, and I feel this time that people on that grove, no one's know
become. Yeah.
here in Maputo what is Perditio is.
Yeah.
But now I feel the people know what is Perditio.
Yeah.
Start to know, want to take a photos at Perditio roll-ups, these things, and put on this Instagram, WhatsApp, put the photos with this, and people start to know that when Perditio make a party, Perditio Incubator is a party that is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely nice. The
Yes.
music was off the chain.
Yes, and I'm happy because during our parties, even last year Dark Gold Festival, and now we don't have episodes of violence.
Yeah, none.
We the security, the environment, the security, the conditions of the party don't let the people get to violence episodes.
Yeah,
The things doesn't come until this point,
yeah, yeah.
because I work during the party closely with security people
Yeah,
to avoid this,
yeah. No,
to avoid violence, robberies, all of these things. And normally at these parties have episodes that girls or boys mix on the bathrooms, and we avoid that.
yeah, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's nice, because we must look for the security area.
yeah,
And even because we have a young clients,
yeah,
and his clients have families, parents, and the parents must feel safe to his kids
Yeah.
went to our parties.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
I'm a mom too, and this is one of the things that concern me, and I'm very on top of this.
yeah, yeah,
It doesn't happen these episodes, to avoid that.
yeah. I know. I can attest the food at the event was nice. The environment was safe, and the environment was nice as well. The event was just a plain success. We can't wait to come and see you on the next one.
I hope so.
And we'll obviously come to your house and have lunch again, as your food is very nice. We wish you well on your catering business. We wish you well on more events of Incubator and Perditio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will talk to you next time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
See
very
you
much.
next time.
Bye, Afifa.
Bye.